Alright, hey guys, it's me, Little Squonker, and today I will be bringing you guys a get ready with me slash my morning routine, if you will, slash a life update. And legit, this is the natural lighting that I get in my room every single morning. First of all, I obviously was annoyed that I was not up at 8:45. Instead, I was awake at 8 for some reason. And usually I just go on my phone for a while, and for a while that means for the remainder of this clip, usually I get email notifications, whether it be from professors or whether it be from text messages or coupon codes for like Ulta, because Ulta is life. And yes, and sometimes I respond to text messages, or in this case, some of my streaks on Snapchat. And yeah, so there's kind of view from my bed. The camera is actually at my desk right now, so it should be nice. And yeah, we're gonna pick today's outfit. By the way, this is being filmed on Friday, and I am recording this as of, I believe this is Saturday. I have no idea when this is gonna go up, but how my dorm is that I have the majority of my clothes underneath my bed, and I have my fancy clothes, like some of my sheer stuff, my dresses and stuff, over on the other side, and on the left side of my bed. And today I decided to go for a white shirt. I had to figure out which white shirt it was, and I also brought a lot of clothes back, mainly tank tops and graphic tees and stuff, from home to my little place. And yep, there is where I keep all my stuff. And I also have a little pant organizer thing. I swear to God, guys, a dorm video is coming very soon. I swear to God it is. But my roommate and I, we just have a ton of classes, and we are actually signing up for our spring semester classes. So we have that, and then midterms are also coming up. So yeah, there is my outfit. I have my white pants that say Ola, or not my white pants, my green army pants that say Ola on them. And this is the part where I am stopping, and I have to do this real quick. Okay, so this is the part of the video where I sometimes, depending on the day, I usually get ready. And usually on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I usually like to put on makeup because that's when I have the majority of my classes, and I usually like to look presentable that day, or those specific days. But usually on Wednesdays or required days, oh, there's me showing you I'm listening to Menswear by the 1975, my favorite song by them. And on specific days where we are required for 12th night rehearsal, if you do not know me personally, I am the assistant stage manager for our fall play, which is 12th Night by William Shakespeare. And right now I just put on my lip primer from Ulta that I got in a nice little gift bag I got from Ulta. So shout out to Ulta because they're amazing. And right now I'm just setting in my eye primer, and my concealer primer is from e.l.f. and then my concealer is from what's it called, CoverGirl. So anyway, this is me giving an update for you guys on my life, and I will be throwing in some makeup tidbits here and there. So yeah, personally, we could go academically wise. Academically wise, I am drowning in my history homework because my history professor tends to give us a lot of homework, and right now I am working on this really big paper, and the paper is worth a lot of points. And ironically, they don't give the same grading system that they have there. Like usually it's like either 90% or 20% depending on what your grade is, but they actually grade by points. Oh, and the stuff I'm using right now is my e.l.f. face primer, and apparently I just ran out of it, and it's kind of heartbreaking, and I had no idea I ran out of it, but luckily I have a spare one. So until then, it's gone, and I have a spare one. It's in my drawer, but did I get it? No. So I'm currently drowning in history homework, and by the time this is probably being uploaded, I am catching up on my chapters and also printing out some papers for my paper as well. Music-wise, I am currently busy also with that. I have a concert coming up, and it is just crazy, and we are doing so many songs in choir, you guys have no idea, and orchestra-wise, we are doing so many pieces. And actually, I also got a new wedding gig, so that's kind of nice. Also, I am using a mirror that my mother got me for, college, and it is a lifesaver, and I don't know why I didn't find it sooner when I was in theater, so shout out to my mother for buying that for me, because it's a lifesaver, especially with, the poor natural lighting that I get in dorm. So, oh, I think I have a dance break going on right now. So yeah, as of my other classes, I am doing a-okay in it. Museum studies is actually a lot of fun, and my IDS class is just like an individual study. I don't even know where to start, but my teacher is actually in England right now by the time this is probably going to be uploaded, so Dr. Forward, have a fun time in England. Other than that, I really love my professors, and this is also me trying to get my eyeshadow brush, which is from Target, by the way, and I thought I had it, but really I didn't. It's like buried deep in there. Oh my god, it's really irritating, honestly. And yeah, so other than that, my current reads at the moment, as I am pulling up my phone and pulling up on Goodreads, I'm actually reading mostly advanced reader copies at the moment, and right now, obviously, I will show it probably sometime soon. I'm almost done with Always and Forever Lara Jean, which is the third book, and To All the Boys I Have Loved Before by Jenny Han, and I'm so excited because I love that series to death. And I'm also like very excited because there is a movie coming out. The next book I am currently reading is actually The Midnight Dance by Nikki Katz, and this book actually comes out next month, and I am super excited. I am sorry I'm covering up my face because it's a nice angle, and I didn't realize it till probably like midway through this video. Basically, The Midnight Dance is about this girl, and she gets like brainwashed in a way. I don't know, but like something about with her memory and like the creepy master. It's kind of like a Phantom of the Opera in a way, but well, then again, it also does have ballet in it, and yeah. The next book I am currently reading is actually already out. Oh, yep, there's me listening to The Last Star by Rick Yancey, which is also the third book within the Fifth Wave trilogy. And actually, I unhauled that trilogy because I was sick and tired of it, and plus, I had no interest in it anymore. But yeah, the next book I am actually reading is currently out at the moment, and that is Doctor Who Myths and Legends by Richard Dinnick. And this was given to me along with A Midnight Dance from NetGalley. I will talk further into a video once I have it up, but I will link it down below once it is uploaded, depending on if I remember or not. But it's actually a short, like an anthology of Doctor Who stories, and I am in love with it so far. It's like reading Doctor Who scripts, but in script form. And yeah, and the second book I have, but I'm probably gonna like actually finish reading it, is actually the second Harry Potter book. And there's me being super annoyed because someone in The Last Star did something really stupid, and that's what the whole entire book is. It's just really stupid. And along with the Chamber of Secrets, I really don't like the Chamber of Secrets. If you have seen my video with Jamie, who was with me for my 100 subscribers video, definitely go check that out. And it's just really annoying. That and The Last Star are really just grinding my gears. I'm actually almost done with The Last Star because it is just so annoying, and I just want to get it through so that way I can finish the series, so that way I can unhaul it, and it's just driving me nuts at this point. Back to what I'm actually doing in the video. I don't know what I'm actually doing right now. I don't know. Oh, I think I'm probably just freaking out about a character in The Last Star. So yeah, there's a little bit closer up on my hair if you guys actually really want to know. I actually kept my roots in because I didn't want it fully purple. I actually wanted to like keep my natural hair color in, so that way when it grows out, it can still be my natural hair color, and then along with the ombre of purple in a way. And the purple is actually going to fade really nice according to the hairstylist. Shout out to Kim, who actually did my hair. And yeah, the makeup palette I am using for my eyes is actually the e.l.f. like little black box palette, and I was going for a green eyeshadow look, that day, and I used a lot of the greens that were in that palette, and I believe one of them just wasn't really pigmented, and it just got like really annoying. But yeah, I do respect the e.l.f. palette and what it has. It has a lot of color combination, a lot of like there's like one bright blue which I really appreciate, and some bright greens, and then it also has like some neutral colors. It's kind of like modern renaissance slash subculture combined into one, and it's actually affordable. But yeah, the palette I normally use is actually the Naked 3 palette, which I got for my birthday last year through my next door neighbor because we were talking about it, and she got it for me actually. And I was like, oh my god, and that was like my first high-end makeup palette that I didn't buy, but the other one I bought myself with my own money was BH Cosmetics Galaxy palette that I used ironically in the Harry Potter video, and I love it. I love that book a lot. Or not book, that palette. But yeah, so other than that, I also have a ton of videos I have uploaded for you guys. Not uploaded, but like I have pre-filmed it, and I'm actually probably gonna edit them sometime this week. But this is one of the videos I've been wanting to do for quite a while, and I love watching them because they're just so fun, and I absolutely love them, and they're just so fun to watch. And I usually watch them when I get ready, so that way I like to know like what other people do. Usually other people make tea, but with the time given, I only have a certain amount of time to get ready because I don't have all that time and glory to like make tea or eat cereal. I do actually like eat something before I go to class, don't worry. And yeah, it's nice. I like it. And yeah, so I think I'm just putting on the like finishing touches of my eyeshadow, and I kind of was actually digging it that day. I used a lot of greens, and then I used like a light green as the base, or I used like a neutral skin color as the base, and then a light green, and then went over with a dark green. I was debating on using actually green eyeliner that day, but I didn't. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. I could probably give like mini book reviews now that I'm thinking about it. So this is actually being live recorded of all the ideas I'm actually like thinking of. Some books I actually finished reading was actually Rosebush by one of my dear friends who I worked with in theater, named Dante, and this is his first book, and it was like one of his dreams to become an author, and now he has a poetry book, and if basically it's just a whole bunch of poetry, and he does speak the truth, and the fact that he does is just amazing. I did feature it in one of my other videos that I pre-filmed, and I will definitely leave the link down in the description below for his book. The book is also on Goodreads, and I will also leave my Goodreads link down below. I might as well just do my September wrap-up at this point. So the other book I have previously read was Anti-Darkened by Kirsten White, and that book is just freaking amazing. I will fully do like an actual review for the book, but until then, I'm just going to give you like a brief synopsis. It's basically a gender swap retelling of Vlad the Impaler, and also right now I am using my liquid eyeliner stick from e.l.f. and it is in the color black, and before that you just saw me like struggling hardcore to put the mirror up on something. And I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars because there were some things that I could not stand, but again I will get further into it once I get into that. But in a few seconds, we will receive a interrupting call from one of my friends, Kaylee. So, Kaylee, take it away. Yay. I lied. It's actually, my camera stopped. And another book I actually read was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And, both Anti-Darkened and Fantastic Beasts and the next book I will be featuring were actually all listened to on an audiobook. And I fairly enjoyed both Anti-Darkened and Fantastic Beasts on audiobook. The person who did the Anti-Darkened audiobook was amazing. Oh, and this is The Mascara by CoverGirl. Don't remember which one it was. But, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was actually read by, Eddie Redmayne, hashtag Hufflepuff Pride. And it was actually really fun because you got to like actually hear some sounds and stuff, and oh my god, I loved it so much. I gave that book a 4 out of 5 stars. Um, the next book I read, well, actually listened to, and it took me like, actually, now that I'm like looking at it, it didn't actually take me that long. I actually started it um, in August, and I finally finished it within this month, and or actually last month, and that is City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare, and this is the 5th book within the Mortal Instrument series. And if you don't know me, the Mortal Instrument series is my favorite book of all time, or my favorite series of all time, and I love it a lot. And it's probably one of my favorite series of all time because I just love the world, I love the fantasy, and yeah, the last time I read a book that I loved the fantasy so much was actually Need. I don't remember, but it's actually a series, but I didn't keep up with the series, so I was kind of mad at myself for that. But either way, I loved both that, and this is just a general reminder that I absolutely loved this. And I can't tell you the synopsis of the 5th book without giving anything away, but oh my god, I just remember screaming like in my head when I finished this, and I remember texting like 3 different people saying like, WTF, why did it end this way? And they're like, oh, don't worry, City of Heavenly Fire will be just as worse. And I'm like, oh my god. Back to makeup again. I'm actually using the e.l.f. Foundation in the shade Porcelain, and I'm using my beauty blender that I got from Target, which is like basically the up and up version of it. But yeah, see, there's my shirt. It says hola on it, and I did not bring that with me to Mexico because I was an idiot. Either that or I just don't remember actually like wearing it. But yeah, I just don't know how to mentally prepare myself for the next book. So yeah, literally my what's it called? My review says, you know how hard it is not to wake up your roommate when you're just so mad about the ending? Because that is me right now. I'm not kidding. I texted 3 different people because I was so angry. And the last book I actually read was Twelfth Night by William Shakespeare because I read this, I literally finished this the day before my audition, and it was really weird. It was basically like Midsummer's Night Dream minus all the fantasy, and I just was like, why? And it was just super weird. But then again, I was also speed reading it, so I had like a general synopsis of the play, and I gave that book a 3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't the best play I read by Shakespeare, but then again, like, if I had to read it again, I'll probably enjoy it more because then that means I will like actually thoroughly read it. But then again, I would probably have to thoroughly read it again because of 12th Night, because I have to like read the script over and over and over again for it. And yeah, so there's that. Trying to think of other stuff to talk about. I don't know. Oh, if I did not like say anything in my other videos, the person who I actually worked for a few videos, his name is Benjamin Elfson. I always keep saying his name wrong. Ben, I'm so sorry. But he actually has a 3rd book coming out called The Collapsing Kingdom, which is part of a trilogy for The Land Without Color, and I actually get to write a blurb on the back of the book, so I'm very excited for that. So like, my name will be written on the back of the book, and it will be there forever. Like, I was so shocked when I found out about it, and I told all my friends, and they're so proud of me because they know I've been working very hard on this channel, and Ben is like helping me blossom throughout the whole YouTube train that I have going for myself. And yep, there's me freaking out about a character who did something stupid in the last star. And like, I am thanking you, Ben, if you are watching this, from the bottom of my heart, because you have no idea how much putting a blurb in your book actually really means to me. And thank you just so much. If you not have read his trilogy, I highly suggest it. It is also middle grade, and all the books are under 200 pages, and literally you could probably read them in one sitting, which I have done. And I'm probably going to do it with this next book because I'm probably at the halfway point with it. And yeah, so I'm absolutely in love with it. And here's the second time of me getting a call from Kaylee, who is one of my friends, who is also a history major, but she's also secondary ed. So here's me about to get a call from her in a few seconds. Just takes a little bit of time before I notice that my audiobook has stopped because I see her picture of a dog with cherries as eyes calling my phone. Yeah. It's your ring, and there's me getting very tired of blending. Here we go!
Hello.
Hello.
Please let me in. It's raining.
Oh no!
I mean, it's not raining that bad, but like I'm still getting wet. I don't like it.
Okay, well you're gonna be filmed, just FYI, because I'm filming a YouTube video. You're gonna be my YouTube video.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Now here is me climbing down my 4 flights of stairs just to get to my best friend I have to go to every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Because I love her. Kaylee, if you're watching, I love you. But, yeah, so the dorms in Aurora University are actually very nice. Only the second and the first floor actually have AC, and then the Davis side of the building, because it's both Memorial and Davis in one building, the Davis side only has air conditioning. And yeah, this is what I have to do every single time I go and get her. And then I kick the door. There's Kaylee. Hello, Kaylee. And yeah, so then, yeah, so again, I will do a dorm tour sometime soon. Nicole, if you're watching, please keep reminding me when I see you tomorrow or whenever I see you. And yeah, if you do not know, my roommate and I are also both Hufflepuffs, so there is a Hufflepuff banner I got for my birthday. Again, shout out to my mom. And there is my bed that I never make because I put so much stuff on it. And it is insane on how much stuff I have put on my bed, and then I put it all down, and then I put it on my chair because of how much crap I have. And I think my side of the dorm is relatively clean. I just have to do the dishes when I get back. And yeah, I'm trying to think of other stuff. Some other stuff I really, really, really suggest is getting a multi-port charger that you could plug in, like one that has like several USB chargers on them, which I do have. I have one that's a 4-port charger that I actually got from Target along with my little Fitbit as well. And I highly suggest it because you will have multiple things charging. So in this case, I have my phone charger, I have my Kindle charger, and then I have my Bluetooth speaker charger. And that's only 3 out of the 4, and God knows how many I actually need. I also highly suggest getting extension cords and search bars because you will need them. In this case, my room, we really need them because both the fan and my bed fan are connected to it, and then it's crazy on what I do. Oh, and the powder I just used on my face is the e.l.f. Face powder, and it's probably in the same shade. I don't remember the specific shade and name, but it's probably called like Light and Fair or Porcelain. I don't remember which one. Also, keeping tabs on all the makeup I use is really hard, so eventually I will put down all the makeup that I do use. Eyeshadow will be a completely different story because I use different eyeshadows for each makeup color scheme I want to go for. If I want to go for cool days, like color-wise, then I use e.l.f. If I want to do my rosy ones, then I usually go from the Naked palette. The powder that I'm using right now is the illuminating powder from e.l.f. and I usually use it as a highlighter so that way my highlighter can show more. And then I usually blend that out with my e.l.f. stipple brush, which, what did I use? Oh, I use a little pad for that, but usually I use the stipple brush to blend it in. And I use that so that way my highlight could pop out just a little bit more. I don't know if anyone could notice if my highlight will like pop a little bit more. But yeah. Also, I highly suggest purchasing food that you know you will use throughout your whole entire life. Like, also, and start to keep track of how many meals you eat on campus, because the first week I kept tabs on how many meals I would eat and then how many food I would use for points, and I would write them down. And also keep your receipts if like they give you receipts on how many points you use slash your meal plan. Keep them so that way you can keep track. So if you know you're running low on points, aka me, you would know how many points you actually have left over, and you could look at the receipt that you have recently received from the given place. My my university, Aurora University, they have a Spartan Spot, which is kind of like a cafe, which I love immensely. And then they have to go places, which is usually where I get some of my stuff. And then they also have the dining hall, but the dining hall is only open at certain hours. And then the spot is you can only use your meal plan after 3 o'clock, which kind of works for me because I'm usually done with my classes around 3:45. So sometimes I go and grab food there, then I bring it up the 4 flights of stairs to my dorm room. I'm trying to think of what other advice I should give you guys. Also, it's better to buy more than less of things. So in this case, for my roommate and I, we bought a lot of pillows, and we currently, on the floor in the corner, behind me, we currently have several pillows, and then the majority of my pillows are on the back of my bed because the bed frame aligns with the wall, but the mattress doesn't. So I have to like put several pillows behind there in order for my bed to actually like stay there. I'll show you guys like further in once what's it called, we get to the dorm tour. But back to makeup, the contouring I'm using is from the basic contour pack, not the basic one, but it includes like 2 blushes and a highlighting palette. I think it's called the illuminating palette, I don't know, it's in a silver thing. And I use the contour brush for that, which I am in love with, and it's my new obsession because it's a lot more precise with it, and it's absolutely great. The blush palette I will be using, I also got from Ulta, but I got it at a different time, and that is the Matte for Matte blush, and I will ironically be using my highlighter brush because the blush, as you can tell from the brush, is so pigmented. You guys have like no idea, and I don't know why I didn't find this for stage because it is so pigmented, and yeah, so it's crazy. But anyway, back to the buying more what you need to. So in this case for us, we used pillows, and then we also have several blankets in case somebody decides to come over and they are freezing, but not in this case because it is cold in our room, or it's hot in our room, so we really don't use that. But if they want to get cozy, we definitely have a lot of blankets and stuff in our dorm room. And I actually got a mermaid brush, and I am using I believe this one's called the illuminating palette, and I am using the pinkish highlighter and putting it on the mermaid brush. My actual opinion on the mermaid brush, usually I just go like that with it, and then I just kind of go with the flow. Like, you can't use the tip of it or else you don't get as much highlighter, so you have to like use it on its side and then just glide from there, and then I have to reapply it. Like, it's pretty insane. You would think a lot will get on the brush, but it actually doesn't, so I don't know if like I would recommend using it as a highlighter brush, but it does get a lot on there. But when I use a highlighter brush that I now use for my blush, I really think that the mermaid brush is a lot better. And also I got it for TJ Maxx for like $4 or $5, I think. It was fantastic, and now I don't have to get it from Wish anymore, so yay. And then I just used this brush that I got from a contour kit that I don't use anymore to blend everything in, and it's super fluffy. Oh my god, you guys have no idea. Normally I don't actually do my brows because I didn't tweeze them, and I feel like if I will fill them in, then they will just not be good, and it'll really screw it up for me. Also, I have a natural contour line. I know that's really weird to say, but like if you see that little divot on the side of my face, that is just natural into my face, and I'm very grateful for that because then it helps me to like contour a lot easier, especially for stage. You guys have no idea. But yeah, I really don't know what else to say other than buy more what you need to, get used to your meal plan. Be prepared for heat. They didn't tell us that. They just said, like, bring the basic. They did not tell us to prepare for heat. Be prepared for whatever temperatures you need to. Buy extra school supplies. And yeah, that's all I can really say for this. Trust me, I have a lot of videos I have planned for you guys. It's just that, like, I barely have any time to film them whatsoever. And it's honestly just insane. College is really insane. But however, I am enjoying it, so thank you for everybody who keeps asking about my college video or about my college life. And yeah, I highly recommend Aurora University. I'm saying that because I am there, and ironically, it was my second school. Again, I'm making a whole entire video separate to Aurora University on the honest life that is living there. And yeah, so be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, because I have a whole bunch of videos that I have like this for my YouTube channel. And yeah, my name is Gillian. I make videos whenever I can. The makeup bag that I use to keep all my brushes in is the Ulta bag that they have for like one of their sales, and I will try to leave everything I can down below. And yeah, usually that's what I do for my makeup, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! And this is me forcing my friends to wave. Bye!